So I did put the solutions in Classroom. Can someone verify that for me, that they can see the solutions posted?
Yep.
Okay. And they were, I think I put the whole thing in yesterday, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to put the handouts in ahead of time. So if anybody has a printer at home and they would like to use a printer to print off the document so you have something to write on, that's definitely, I think, helpful. Okay. So if you're working on the review and you don't have any questions from yesterday, you can, I will be here for the whole time until 3:30. I would ask that no one signs out right yet. I will be here until probably 3:30, yes, signed on. So I'll probably just have my camera and my mic turned off, but I can hear when somebody joins. So if you want to be working on this, and that way if you have questions, you can ask me before the end of the day today. I know that some of you have siblings at home and or parents who are working from home, and I'm not sure the quality of Wi-Fi. That's often tough. I know sometimes in my other class, a couple of people, they dropped and had to rejoin. Okay, so we can say that. And if there are questions on yesterday, take those now. And if you didn't have any questions, you might want to stick around to see, just make sure that you are understanding everything crystal clear. So are there any questions from yesterday's class on the normal distribution? Anything at all? Okay, well, I'm here. So if you have anything you'd like to go over, whether it's something from the review or something from yesterday, you could just, if you just raise your hand, I'll get a notification. Okay, I don't think I get a notification if you are in the chat. Zoe, I see here, go over number 6, that one. It's really unfortunate. I can't, I won't be able to flip back and forth. So if you have questions, there's not a mic in the house that'll work for you? No? Okay, so question 6, I'll just grab that one and I'll post it in our notes for us. So was that the right question, Zoe, about the coffee maker? Can you tell me in the chat? Okay. Okay, so can you please tell me in the chat, like what was troublesome here, so I kind of know what to focus on? Did you know how to start or no? Okay. Okay, warranty on its coffee makers. Coffee makers have a mean lifespan. Okay, so what you need to do first is you need to actually draw the bell curve. And you need to label it with the information that you have. So we know the mean is 4.5 years. So that means on average, they last 4.5 years. So I always put my units in so I know what I'm talking about. Then I build my curve. So I'll get you to do this. So we need this and we need the standard deviation. So 4.5 plus 0.7, I think is 5.2. So you're adding 0.7 this way and you're subtracting 0.7 this way. So I'll give you a moment to sketch your curve and put that on there. So I usually do all the positive ones first. 4.5 plus 0.7, that should be the 5.2. And then if I add 0.7, that would be 5.9. And then this last one would be 6.6, I believe. I wouldn't put the years in for all of them because it would make it pretty congested quickly. So then if I go the other way and I subtract 0.7 each time, 4.5 minus 0.7. I don't trust my brain to do this at the end of the day, that's for sure. And then if I subtract 0.7 again, I get 3.1. And I think this would be 2.4 years. So if you notice, as we talked about yesterday, we just really do those 3 standard deviations. This is within 1 standard deviation, this is within 2 standard deviations, and this is within 3 standard deviations. Okay, so if you want to, you could put the percentages in, but we should maybe look and see where we would be in terms of what we have to find out. So it says, for how long should the coffee makers be covered by the warranty? So that means how many years if the manufacturer wants to repair no more than 2.5%. So I don't want to do any more than 2.5%. So if I look at my graph, and again, this is why it's really helpful to draw your graph. This, I see down here, it's 2.4 years. This is like a number line. The numbers get increasingly large here. So 2.5 would actually be to the right of 2.4. So I'm looking for this value here. I don't want to repair any more than 2.5%. So I want to know what this value would be right here. So 2.5% is not one that I know, one of my special ones. This is one that I think I need to calculate anyway. So if I look up Mondays, just give me a second here, it takes a moment to load. I just want to show you kind of where we are. Okay, so no more, that's right. Okay. So 2.5%, I think I have my line at the wrong spot. I just want to write this over here. So 2.5% is actually one of our special ones. So if I put my percentages on here, this would be 34%. This would be 34. Okay. This one I think is 13.5%. And then this is where it gets a little sketchy, right? I have to be able to fill this in. That one I think was 2.35%. And this was 0.15%. Okay. So if I'm talking about 2.5%, if I add these two together, I think that makes up 2.5, doesn't it? 0.15% plus 2.35% is equal to 2.5%. So my interest, I'll just do it in a different color to make sure it stands out a bit. I don't want to go past this bar. I really don't want to go past that bar. And I see my lines aren't very straight. My apologies, Zoe. So that's kind of where I'm looking. Because I know if I go from left to right, do you see here that you're accumulating, just like these are increasing, 0.15%, the next would be 2.35, which is the total. I don't want to go beyond 2.5%. I want to stay here. So it would be 3.1 years. How are you doing? Are you sure? Yeah, it's good. So you're welcome. Yesterday's show was how do I just work with those specific percentages? Tomorrow we're going to look at, well, what if it's not 2.5%? What if it's 2.85%? Okay, so that's why our first few questions are really important. So the other thing is, I'm sure, is the answer 3 years maybe? How is the answer expressed for us? What did I give you? Zoe, could you just tell me what the solution was there, if you could? Because I know with a warranty, I mean, you could say 3.1 years, but if anybody has a warranty for anything, I don't typically get a warranty on my appliances for 5.26 years. I usually get maybe for 3 years. So if we had to round to the nearest year, but it doesn't say that, if it doesn't say, you could say 3.1 years. If you had to round to the nearest year, because that's what it said, you wouldn't want to go any more than 3 years. Okay? Three years, okay. Good? That's a nice test question that you've asked, or exam question, just like that. So good one, good for you for asking it. Okay, are there any other questions there? Okay, I'm going to stop sharing, presenting, but if students have questions, please let me know and I will help you.
So are we done now?
If you don't have any questions and you're just working on the review, you can stay and work on it. And that way, if you have questions, you can ask, or you can work on your own and rejoin the meet up until 3:25 or so. If you have questions, it's up to you.
Okay, if I have a question, I'll join back.
Pardon me?
If I have a question, I'll join back.
Okay.
All right, thanks. See ya.
Have a great day.
Miss Passage,
Yes.
I came in like 3 minutes late because I was finishing up a chemistry test, but I am here.
Oh, okay, you're here now. Perfect. Thank you, Ola.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
So I posted the review. That's what students are working on right now.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay, and if you had questions, anything at all from yesterday's class, you're more than welcome to get some help with those now too, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye.
Wait, so you said we're allowed to leave?
If you don't have any questions from yesterday's class, or you don't need any help right now, you can. I'm available till 3:25, so if you need
All right.
help with anything, you can always pop back in.
All right. I'll come back if I have any questions. If not, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay,
All right. Thank you. Bye.
have a good day.
You too.